Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Out of the Box. Have you watched Out of the Box before?
Oh, yes.
So do you know the theme song? Do you remember it?
I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
It's funny because a couple weeks ago when I recorded with Ann, she sang it and I'd forgotten it. Dude and Lackey, her buddy Lackey, made up one when they were at our house. And I can't even tell you how it goes now. So do you remember? Like, out of the box, or something like that. Anyway, so I'm here with the lovely and talented Glenda Link. It is an honor to be here with you today. I'm glad that you decided to join me. And I have to be on my best behavior because Glenda is also my liaison for SPRC. So hopefully this is not part of my job evaluation or we could be in trouble.
It could be. Don't push it.
So what we're going to do, we're going to just go over announcements first, what's going on at the church. As you can tell behind us, VBS is still going on. We have 3 more nights. Well, you're actually going to watch this on Wednesday. So if you watch this on Wednesday and Thursday, 2 nights, but you can still come out and join us. So it's time for What's Up, Gafunk. Do you know that theme song?
No.
No, Glenda.
You don't either.
I was getting ready to say, I always thought it was from the dating game. And then I listened to the dating game on YouTube and it wasn't it, but people still insist that maybe it's a different year. But it's da 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 da. Ring a bell now?
Yes, it does ring a bell. Yes.
So what's up, Gafunk? Here's what's going on at Godfrey First. Of course, we have VBS going on through Thursday night. The kids are invited to come back Sunday during worship and sing Monumental Love for the congregation, and of course sit through worship with us. We have Great is Thy Faithfulness, an awesome God that we're going to sing from VBS on Sunday morning. So families and kids that are participating are welcome to come worship with us Sunday. The kids are going to sing at the 10:45 service. We're going to sing all the songs at both services, 8:30 and 10:45. But the kids participating in VBS are invited to come at 10:45 to sing along if they would like. Well, one of the reasons why I had you today, because it's part of announcements, we're going to talk about Widows and Friends. When is the next bingo?
Oh, you were going to ask me that. It's the second Wednesday of the month, so that should be what, about the 13th?
Yeah, you're right.
I believe it's late this
July 13th.
13th, yes.
July 13th. It's in the morning, 10:30?
10:30.
And we'll talk about more of that in a few minutes. So if you want to participate in that, listen to the rest of the video here. So Glenda will talk about Widows and Friends and bingo on July 13th. July 3rd, this Sunday, Pastor Jay will be running the board. If you have not heard, Pastor Jay has tested positive. He went home last Sunday after worship, and as the afternoon went on, he started feeling kind of out of it. So he took a COVID test Sunday night before coming up for VBS and tested positive. So we've been scrambling back there. Sunday will be within his 5-day mask, but can go into public window thing. So he'll be here, but Pastor Steve Livengood is going to deliver the message at both 8:30 and 10:45. When you come in Sunday, the sanctuary is going to look different. We are setting up for the Sherilyn Beam Memorial Service, which is Saturday, July 9th. You should have already RSVP'd for that, but we're going to have tables and chairs. Excuse me, tables and chairs set up in here. That's fine. Chairs are still the same. You just got to sit around a table this Sunday. But you come in, sit down like you normally would. Pastor Steve's going to deliver the message, and we're all going to get along just fine.
Have something to set your coffee on.
There you go. Go through McDonald's, grab an Egg McMuffin. You got the table there for you.
All
Whatever.
set.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it makes sense. So that's this Sunday. Of course, that service is the 9th, and like I said, you should have RSVP'd for that already if you plan to attend. The 10th, Ignite will be singing up at Jerseyville United Methodist Church at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. So we, of course, will miss worship again here at Godfrey First. And then speaking of the 13th, Ignite will be singing at Asbury Village. We're doing 2 shortened performances because we're outside still because of COVID and stuff. They want to make sure we're as safe as we can. So we'll be outside under the Is it the driveway thing? What's that called? Portico? Whatever the driveway thing that covers. We'll be undercover thing on the driveway.
Undercover.
At 1:30 and at 3. So if anybody's around and want to bring their lawn chair to come out, do it on 13th, and we'll talk about more stuff next week. So that's all the announcements. If there are more, Barb will put them in the comments below, or we'll add them to the comments, or just read Barb's email when it comes Friday. So Glenda, as you know, we play a little game
Yes.
every time, and it's an easy game this time. This is called, well, it's a book of 3,000 pick one questions. Pick this or pick that.
Okay.
All right? So it's not really a game, it's more thought-provoking.
Sounds simple enough.
But would you consider yourself thrilling or boring?
Boring.
Okay. It's a very honest book, too.
Yes.
All right, how about your preference? Home cooked or dine out?
Home cooked.
Yeah, you know what? Home cooked is really good, but we never do it. It should be dine out or take out.
There you go.
Your pizza, you like your pizza round or square?
Either.
It's
you
pizza,
know,
right?
It's pizza.
That's right.
What's not to like?
Okay, bacon or sausage?
I'm more of a bacon person.
I agree. I like bacon too. I don't know what any of these mean anything. Fruit salad or garden salad?
Probably fruit salad. I really
I agree
enjoy
with that
fruit
too.
salad.
Fruit salad.
Yeah.
You know why? There's nothing green in a fruit salad.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Unless
agreed.
you get to kiwi now.
Yeah, you're right.
There's
You're right.
a little green.
But even the green grapes, I don't like the green grapes. I like the red grapes better.
Better.
What I really don't like is the green salad with vegetable or with fruit in it, like the strawberries or
Oh,
the oranges
really?
in No.
Oh.
Oh, they just.
You put a poppy seed dressing on that, it is delicious.
I'll take your word for it. All right. See, there's a lot of stupid ones here. Red velvet or black forest?
Talking probably about
I
cake,
don't know the
red
difference.
velvet
I guess
cake,
so.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get something that's not food or that.
Food,
Zoo
yeah.
or aquarium?
Zoo.
Zoo?
Yes.
You been to the zoo recently?
It's been a while, yes. Been
It's
a
pretty
while.
cool here in St. Louis.
It's amazing what they're all doing over there.
Yeah, it really is. And we went to the aquarium down in Branson when Ignite went last year. It was very cool. So I like that.
Cool.
The cool thing about aquariums, they're air conditioned.
Yes. And the zoo isn't.
That's right. All right, do you like collages or single picture frames? And we're going to get to why I like this question for you.
I like collages.
Collages, we do too. Dandelions or wildflowers? Dandelions or wildflowers?
Wildflowers, please.
Maybe I should do type or braille. Maybe
There you
I
go.
can't read it anyway. Scaredy cat or bold as a lion?
Probably scaredy cat.
Scaredy cat? I would think it would depend on the situation.
Kind of, yes.
Right?
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Hatchback or trunk?
Hatchback.
Hatchback? I agree.
Definitely, and preferably with the automatic button that you just push and it closes by itself.
That's right. Have you seen the ones where if you wave your foot under it, it automatically
Yes.
opens? Yeah, I've not seen one live, but
When you're vertically challenged, you know, you have to do that.
so we got a Tahoe just a couple months ago, and that's the first car I've owned that I have to literally climb into. It sits higher than our Yukon used to, and I used to be able to kind of still slide up into that. I have to climb into that. I hate it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
too tall.
I can't do it. All right, let's do one more. All right, walk along the beach or walk in the woods?
A walk along the beach.
Walk along the beach.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you there. So, we've known each other a long time.
Yes, we have.
Our families have at least known each other. we actually drove through Pineville Hills on our drive today.
Did you?
That's where the Christian Stu Lurcher used to live, and you were
Yes.
friends with them, and I guess that's how you got connected with my parents.
Etta, Jane,
right?
and Jerry. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, those were the days.
That's been a
That's
while ago.
been a long while.
That's been a while ago.
So yeah, we've known each other a long time, and I'm happy that Glenda is my liaison. She's been very awesome to talk to and deal with her stuff.
Thank you.
How long have you been here at Godfrey First?
I think we joined Godfrey about 69 or 70.
Okay.
So Bill Leckrone
Mhm.
was pastor. So our kids were small. We lived in Villa Marie subdivision, and our neighbor said, "Oh, you've got to come and try out." We belonged to Main Street at that time.
Okay.
And "Oh, you got to come and try Godfrey. There's lots of kids, and it's a great place." So we visited and transferred our membership.
Very cool. It's been a great church. We've been part of it for how long? 13, 14, something like that. We've been in here for 11 years, right? Now, so were you part of the process to build the new building? Were you on the committee
Oh, yes.
or any of that?
No, my husband was.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't get involved.
But let's be honest, you told them what to say, right? In all the meetings. Ken would come home and say,
Yeah.
"This is what we talked about," and you
This is
said,
what
"No,
we
we're not
talked
doing
about.
that.
No.
That's not going to
There were-
work."
You know, the biggest discussion they had, I think, was over the carpeting. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that because the drawings for Extreme Church Makeover, we've looked at some of the drawings that we've had, and some of the layouts have a design in the carpet either here and over there. The carpet over by the kitchen area was supposed to be completely different than it is now. So that's weird. That was some of the
This
conversation.
is a big area to carpet.
It is a very big area. And last night when we came in for VBS, Don Basil was sitting here, and he said he came in early to vacuum it, but somebody already did. And man, I have vacuumed this space before.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm glad I don't live here,
For sure.
even though it feels like I do sometimes.
So,
Right.
this week for sure.
That's right. So tell me, from 69 to 70, what were some of the ministries and things that you've been part of?
Gosh, back in those days, Howard Skelton and I had the youth group on Sunday evening.
Okay.
I had a Sunday school class. I had junior church, all of it. We used to do, every once in a while, we would do a Saturday morning ladies meeting where we'd have a speaker come in. I organized that a couple of times. So I've been fairly active most of the time.
Anytime anything's going on up here, your name always comes up. So you are very active, and thank you for that, by the way.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. So, what drives you to be involved? I mean, why? Because you can be involved in community things and other things. What drives you to become part of a church activity?
The fellowship. I mean, if you want to be around positive people, people that you could come to if you do feel a little bit down and get the support that you need, it's just where I go.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's fast forward a long time to here. You started a widows
Yes.
group, and why don't you talk just for a second about what led you to start that group, if that's okay.
Oh, sure.
There's no prep ahead of time, so if anytime you don't want us to talk about something, just
I'll
say
just say
cut, and we'll stop and re-record.
Being a widow is kind of like being a parent. There's no handbook, and obviously it's not something that anybody wants to do.
Right.
As far as losing your partner. And it changes everything about your life. People that you associated with that were couples no longer call you part of the time,
Yeah.
you know, and it just gets to be, if you are not the type of person that can put yourself out there, it can be very lonesome.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I started the widows group. I went to a grief share group at Calvary Baptist, and they encouraged you to not think that you were alone in this, that there were other people experiencing the same thing. And I wanted to be able to share my experience with people that were going through it.
So I've shared before when I had Susan on that at the time she was diagnosed, I was mad. I was mad at God. And I can't imagine going through losing a spouse. And did you ever feel mad at God for what was happening?
I did for a short period of time, and then someone at the grief share group said, this is your opportunity to live your life for God.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to him like I would have Ken when we were together. So it's just, that's what's.
But God's
made
not
me
as good a drummer.
No.
Right?
I haven't checked into that, to tell you the truth. So that's really why I've gotten so involved in the church, is I know this is where I can go for the companionship and the fellowship that I crave.
If I remember correctly, you didn't really miss much after, attendance-wise.
No.
You were right back here, and I remember thinking, man, that's brave of you, because I, at the time, and still even with Susan, struggled myself with my faith and knowing that I don't know if I could handle something like that. So I thought you were very brave for coming back. As
I
soon as you
had
did.
one Sunday morning that it hit me all of a sudden, and I thought, oh, you're going to have to get up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to my car, and before I could get in and start my car, Rod Thornton came and tapped on my window. Are you okay? And can I drive you home? And I said, no, I'm okay. I'm fine. I just need to go. And he called me that afternoon to make sure that I was okay. So you don't get that kind of relationship anywhere other than
Right.
Godfrey First.
Oh, I agree. And there are people that, again, after Susan got diagnosed, that have come up and talked to me, left messages with her, talked to her that we've never had conversations with before.
Sure.
But now this circumstance kind of ties us together, and it's been very uplifting for that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's cool. So Ken, you and Ken own a picture framing
Yes.
place, right?
Yes.
So
We worked together 24/7 for 23 years.
did you really, for 23 years you owned that place?
Yeah.
We went there a few times, and you guys did all the pictures over here, right? Is that correct?
Yes, we did.
So if you come into our sanctuary and look over at the history wall, they did all of the picture frames that are over there. It's very cool. It's a very good job.
Thank you.
So for 23 years,
Actually, I probably better modify that. He was still at Boeing for the first maybe 10 years of it. And then he took retirement and came to work. So,
awesome. And Ken, as I alluded to, played the drums.
yes.
I can't remember the name of the band or the little Dixie group, but I remember seeing them in the back of a trailer at every parade with Bud Schultz and
Yep.
I forget who else.
You Can't Beat Experienced
Yes,
Jazz Band.
You Can't Beat Experienced
Yes.
Jazz
Jim
Band.
Maynard was on the horn. Oh gosh, now I'm drawn. Harry Noltesmeyer played trombone sometimes. Gosh,
And
you
Ken
know,
just in the back of the bed of the truck, just in it, he'd wave.
he had a great time. He
Yeah,
did love
he
his
did.
music.
So, Widows and Friends, what kind of turnout have you had for that group? Has it been pretty supportive?
We've consistently had at least 10 the majority of the time.
Are they all members here, or they got? you
Not
have
necessarily,
guests?
no, because I kind of encourage people to invite a friend, or they don't have to be a member of our church. Anybody that feels like they could use a lighthearted good time one time a month, come and join us.
And you played bingo.
We play bingo.
How does that
yes.
work? Because I know we had to make it specifically clear on the slide There's no prizes, no cost,
Yeah.
but a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. So we just bring a snack to eat at lunchtime, and then somebody usually brings in dessert or something, and we play bingo until about 11:30 or 12 o'clock, and then eat lunch together. And
Do you wish every once in a while that you weren't Yana Methodist, who can actually have prizes for?
no, because I used to belong to a card club, and when it was your turn, you had to buy gifts. And,
Yeah,
it
Susan's
was
been-
not fun
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah, I bet. So now you and Connie Byer have started a Bible study
Yes.
here, and you started it because at Christmas time, it was just a 6-week Advent
Yes.
thing, right?
Yes.
What led
Actually,
you
it
to
was Easter.
Was it Easter? I thought
Yeah.
you did one at, okay.
Yeah, it was Easter. The 7 sayings of Christ on the cross.
All right, that's right. The other big holiday.
Yes.
Sorry. So what led you to start that?
We had all kind of enjoyed the Sunday school class that Dan Nickel had here,
Mhm.
and we just felt like it was time to step forward and start something. So neither one of us has led a class before, so we kind of just put ourselves out there and thought we'll see where it goes. And for the last couple of Sundays, we've had about 19 people in there.
So you started out just by doing that Lenten one.
Yes.
And it was just be 6 weeks and be done.
And everybody said, nope, let's keep it going.
Let's keep going as long as you're leading it,
Yes.
right? As long as they don't have to lead it.
And we say we facilitate because neither one of us wants to be a teacher.
I love that. That's so awesome. That's, in a lot of ways, that's how I do youth. I just throw something out and go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
absolutely.
So let's talk SPRC. Now, I know it's top secret, all this kind of stuff, but what are some challenges that you guys have faced? Is this the first time you've been on SPRC?
No, I was on once before when we were at the
Wow.
old church.
And you didn't learn your lesson then?
I didn't learn my lesson.
I hear that's the worst, it's the worst committee to be part of.
It can be a challenge, and I'm sure there are other times in the history of the church where it's all gone smoothly and it has not been an issue. With COVID and coming back together and
yeah.
getting started, it's just been a bit of a challenge right now, but we're going to do it.
It's been a challenge, and I know we've had opening for 2 different spots.
Yes.
Piano player for a while since Thora left in August, and then the IT computer person, and we had somebody here, and then he was here for just a couple weeks. He came from Chesterfield, and that didn't work out.
That's the biggest challenge, is finding somebody that can handle that. And if we had a young person that maybe knew a little bit about it, that was willing to get up on Sunday morning and come, it would be terrific. We'd love
Yeah.
for them to do that.
Absolutely. I'm not at liberty to say that one of them is probably filled,
Yes.
and it's not the IT part, but so look for an announcement, I hope, on Sunday for that, but there's some positive news coming for that, so hopefully that's a little bit off your
Yes.
guys' plate. I forget what I was going to ask you next.
The music.
Music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of formed a little
Here's
bit of
where
a
I get my
music-
comeuppance right now. The music.
A little bit of a music committee where we're trying to decide, okay, do we need to get our choir up and going again? What can we do to revitalize?
Yeah, as we're finding out with a lot of ministries, what we want and what is actually possible there are 2 different things a lot of times. Music, COVID killed music all over the
All
world.
over.
I don't think I've mentioned it on here before, or maybe I'm part of the Barbershop Harmony Society. It used to be for years.
Oh.
My dad and I competed with a group from St. Charles for several years, and I'm still a huge fan.
Oh, neat.
And they're getting ready to have their international convention actually next week. So if you try to get a hold of me next week, I'm going to be glued to my computer every day watching the webcast of that. But
How nice.
even that worldwide was on hold for 2 solid years. They couldn't have their conventions, none of their contests, no shows, no nothing. And all of those big mega courses from all over the country are just decimated now too. So it's tough. If you go to school programs, everybody just kind of, they got out of it and they got involved in other things.
It's hard to get it going again.
It is hard to get going again, but I'm excited to work with you and some other people to try to figure out what we want to do. So if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see, not only what you would like to see, but what you'd like to help make happen, participate in and help make happen here at Godfrey First, let me know. What challenges, we got just a few minutes left. What challenges do you see Godfrey First facing right now? There's a nice on-the-spot question.
Oh, that is an on-the-spot question. I think just getting everybody back to where they feel comfortable coming and participating in the fellowship and the programs that have been put on hold, trying to revitalize and just get everybody going again.
We have said for months now that we need more people to step up into different roles, not just to participate, but to lead. And small groups especially, we've hit that last couple of weeks, just start a fun group. If you don't want to start a Bible study, don't start a Bible study, start just a social group.
Social group,
Glenda has done both. She started the Widows and Friends, and she started the Sunday Bible study. So
I think I just want to say, if you feel like there's something missing in your life, do something about it. Get out and talk to other people and figure out what it is that they might be interested in getting together with you to do.
And
a book club or whatever.
People talk about the holy hiking thing.
Yes. Who would have thought?
Tina's going to hit me, but because I make fun of it all the time. That's absolutely not my thing. And I think God is kind of karma and God are kind of the same at times. This whole outdoor scene, this hiking in the desert, and I'm playing that adventurer guy, which I am not at all. I think God's like, yeah, I'm a payback, Joe. You get to do this hiking guy for a week.
Also, look at all the crafts and everything. A craft group.
Craft group would be perfect. Book club, like you said. I know I don't know how well it would go over, but there's a United Methodist Church in Jupiter, Florida, where we vacation, that does Bibles, Brews, and Bros. They meet at a craft brewery once a month and do a Bible study there.
How? There you go.
I mean, that's different. People, but it's different, and it's bringing people in. So if you have any ideas, by all means, just do it.
Yes,
just
absolutely. Absolutely.
What else would you like to add?
I think I've said all I need to say.
So if we were going to do my evaluation today, what score would I get?
Oh, probably a B+.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's better than school.
You didn't put me on the spot, so you get a B+.
Not too much. Glenda, it's a pleasure having you here today. I appreciate it. We're getting ready to go roll up our sleeves and get ready for VBS. Kids are going to be here any moment now, which Glenda's helping with that too. So thank you for that. Thank you for everything that you do here, everything that you've done and will do. You are such a blessing and an inspiration to have.
Thank you, Joe.
Arnie talked a couple weeks ago in his message about God giving him a swift kick in the butt. And I'm glad Arnie is one of the type of people that can help spread that kick. I put you in that same boat. I think you are the type of person that could just gently give a little
nudge
or kick in the rear to get some people going. If you have any ideas or suggestions or need suggestions or help on how to get something started, this is the person to talk to. She's a master at it. She does a very good job. Thank you, Glenda. Love you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Blessings, Godfrey First. That's out of the box for this week.